What's good? It's your boy Mike. Back at it again. This time, this is probably gonna be like a longer video, maybe like 20 minutes. But I'm not. I'm going off the dome with it. So if I go off the rails, please be patient with me. But look, I wanted to talk about existentialism today. Existentialism, um, because I took a class on it last spring. And I took the class, get the class couple times, passed the class. So, and what I'm saying, I just remember trying to explain it to my friend who can't really spell for real. Um, and it was kind it's really kind of it was hard for me to describe at the moment while I was learning it because I was really just in the beginning stage of it. But really, what I'm saying, the first text that I read, um, I don't remember the nigga first name. I just know his last name, Solomon. I just remember reading that text and I was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you know what I'm saying, a lot of literature you read, or just like, I don't know, I've been reading more and shit. And the nigga is like, and like a lot of this shit that is like cont- like like contemporary theory, you know what I mean? I feel like existentialism is kind of like a contemporary theory and less of like a philosophy, because philosophy is almost like a spirituality type of thing. It's like enmeshed in it, but like regardless, um, I want to keep these concepts really bare bones, so that we can expand upon this in the comments. I really want niggas in the comments to, uh, I don't know, or maybe don't. Maybe this video won't get any views. But look, the point is, the point is, I want to start today by saying how do I explain existentialism? Is I'll say the first thing is that consciousness, uh like consciousness as it exists in our personal, sense, it's like it is the key agent of our existence, you know what I mean? um and how what are the key faculties of our existence, right? It's really our ability to understand the world around us, right? That's what really separates us from other species, our capacity to understand abstract concepts, to understand, what I'm saying, to use our rationality, to use our sensibility to understand the world around us, bruh. Um, and understand each other as well. Like, but that's like there's some good there's love that can be cultivated in that. But you know what I'm saying? The second part of this existentialism thing here, um, excuse me if I'm looking down. I got physical notes. I got digital notes. I'm all over the place with it right now. I'm getting it together. Chill out. I gotta do the video though. But look, the second part of this is when the consciousness reflects upon itself. So, I think this is a concept to it. I'm gonna put like I'm gonna edit this and put like the references and shit. Just imagine you have your consciousness before, like, just as a being in like a just specific moment in time, and like it's not reflecting upon itself. But that's the thing though. We are all subjects to the fourth dimension of time, right? So like we're damn near already reflecting upon itself. But I watched a video by the nigga Healthy Gamer GG, and he was talking about how self-control is almost like a voice, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think this has to do with like people hearing the voice of God, you know what I mean? I'm not particularly atheist or like, you know what I mean? I feel like agnostic is the best word to use, but regardless, this isn't about me. Um, a Healthy Gamer GG made a video about self-control. When you meditate, the whole thing is about being mindful. What is being mindful, right? It's a it's a capacity to, you know what I'm saying, to be still in a moment and say, I just heard, I don't know, a kid getting drowned in the pool. but I'm tranquil right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. And I think from like a like just on a self-regulating purpose thing, it's like you kind of have to have that voice to be like, oh, oh, you got to do that. We got to do this. And that's why, and you know what I'm saying, offloading the shit into the phone is also like a we're into the okay. Look, the second part of this, the second part of the reflection thing is where the identity, or you know what they call the ego, is cultivated. I'm probably gonna make a video on ego here soon, but look, um, what makes you who you are, right? Your race. You know, we're speaking modern. We're speaking contemporary American industrial society, right? You know, you know what I'm saying. You're a cultivation of your intersectionality, your race, class, gender, um, your haircut, um, height, weight, eye color, the shit that's on your driver's license, bro. I don't know what else to say. Um, and but then particularly this has to do with the class aspect of intersectionality. We get into this point um in this modern period of time. Excuse me, I'm burping. Where we get to this point in time where, you know what I'm saying, our identity is acutely attached to these objects that we purchase, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, uh and we really just, a lot of the times we purchase them for their aesthetic quality, but also some of the times it's just a trend, you know what I'm saying, we're just mirroring each other. You know, the Labubu shit, I don't even want to talk about the Labubu shit. I don't even want to talk about the Labubu shit. But look, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a point where, you know what I'm saying, your identity dissolves into the mass. Your identity dissolves into the Golden State Warriors because they got Steph Curry. You dig? Like, and then the third part of this existentialism thing, right, is this what Solomon calls the I think his name's Bob Solomon. He calls it the existential attitude, when we get to this point where we're like, yo, this shit sucks, yo. And I think mainly this occurs in you know what I'm saying, people of lower class, lower to middle class, you know what I'm saying, the working class being dismantled as we speak, but I digress. Um it's like a dissatisfaction with the current state of events. Okay, look. And then what are these North American problems? What are the problems with America that's, you know, really ballooning out into the rest of the world right now? Right? It's not just North America, it's Europe also. But like regardless, guys, um, law enforcement, immigrations and customs enforcement, you know what I'm saying, with Geo Group, you know what I'm saying? Um racist judicial enforcement, you know, black niggas keep dying, nobody's getting arrested. I just watched the Jam episode about the Nolan Wells, and I heard the audio for the first time on the boy. I don't even want to talk about it right now. Look, commune, R.I.P. The Nita girl that got the 16-year-old girl that got hanged. North American, the European colonial problems, right? Almost like this communal dissociation. I feel like we noticed this with like our phones. Um, You know what I mean? And then this also gets into this thing with like being like a young person. I can't even imagine being what Gen Alpha has been going through um with the iPads and shit. But you know, I feel like everybody grows up, or at least I feel like since like the 60s, maybe, probably from like the 60s and forward, everybody every generation has just gone through this like steadily increasing marketing, right? Because you know what I'm saying, in like in the I feel like in the 60s, 70s, you could get away with just living life and not being marketed to every like at least when niggas market shit to you, it's not like a poster board, or like a YouTube shorts. advertisement, or like you go on just any digital platform really that's like free to use. Like, I don't know, I just downloaded this gaming software, Metal, and it just has some bullshit ads too, and you really just can't get rid of them. You have to pay to get rid of the ads, and that's everything. I have YouTube Premium because of it. The Kalshi ads they drive me insane, nigga. They drove me insane. But it wasn't even that. It was the PragerU shit. Why are you, what, do you know who I am? I'm black. I'm not your core audience, bro. Go take that shit up. Look, let me chill, bro. Let me chill, bro. I'm getting away from the point, right? Look, this communal association, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas on their phones, on card, like while they in their cars, like it's dead. Like, I really be I be riding a scooter, you know what I mean? Like, I don't trust you niggas in cars at all, dead ass. Like, on the guys, I don't trust you niggas, but I know y'all don't like me either. So look, don't worry about me. Worry about that ethanol price, nigga. Worry about that ethanol price. But look, that affects everybody. Regardless, another problem. So look, let's go back over these problems, right? Law enforcement, racist judicial reinforcement, communal metropolitan dissociation. And then I feel like for me as a black man, we white supremacy, white supremacy, and really tribalism. That's what it's rooted in. Gang culture on our side of the aisle, I guess. But that's really just because poverty is a precursor to crime. But Deontay Kyle, look, the prison and military industrial complex. You know, niggas ain't going to the army to you know what I'm saying, fight for their country. You know what I'm saying? That's what the boot camp nigga is for. Is to get you to dissociate and be like, I'm just here to get a check. So if I drop the bomb on this village, I'm just getting to the bag. I'm just trying to get my tuition paid for. Nigga. Look, the pedophile cults, guys. We all seen it. We all seen it. We all seen it. And then this also adds to the dissociation part, because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At least in this leftist city, you think niggas would be like, saying, have a little bit of nigga, talk about Southern hospitality, right? Southern hospitality be the most racist states. I was reading an autobiography of Malcolm X. He was talking about like how the the northern Negro has like had to like almost assimilate because there's like less of him. The white flight, the southern Negro has like, you know what I'm saying, the diggers in the South, the Wiggers in the South had made it clear, you know what I'm saying, we gonna hang you niggas. So like they had to band together and be grittier almost in a sense. And then and then now and then nowadays I don't want to say the biggest, but this is like, I feel like this has been a thing. This also goes back to like the marketing thing. Our the Gen Z marketing thing was the internet, and short form content, I guess. And then like really what this boils down to in this day today is tech billionaires, tech oligarchies, Google, um um Elon, nigga, Sam Altman, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like also the dissociation factor. Nigga, I seen a nigga talking with an AI chatbot. I seen a nigga talking with an AI chatbot. And it's just like it's just like, nigga, put the phone down and you can just look at him and just like And then this also goes to my theory that everybody's going through psychosis. But look, nigga, I went into 7-Eleven, bro, and I seen a goddamn like AI barbecue sauce. Like I'm gonna have to start flipping the tables in this bitch, yo. I'm dead ass, bro. I'm dead ass. But you know what I'm saying? When the time is right, bro. When the time is right, the tables will be flipped. But look, yeah, guys. Make sure you meditate, drink water. Um, take some notes. Talk to your friends. Give your mom a call, bro. Give your family member a call, bro. If you don't got no family members, I don't know, nigga. Like, go to the cafe, go talk to a stranger or something. I don't know, bro. It's just like at this point, with this existential attitude, if my mouse will turn on, haha. That's why I can't pull up these notes. You know, it's really hard to encourage people to you know what I'm saying, have hope in these times because we all know what the deal is. We all know what the deal is. And it's just like I can't even imagine what it's like living in rural conservative America right now, being a person who like deconstructed, you know what I mean, from the political bullshit, from the religious bullshit, from the I don't know, the economic bullshit. I don't know what to say, bruh. Like I need to address this like underlying like and I think this has to do with like how we use technology. Um but it's almost like ever since they put the Chromebooks in public schools, you know, shit ain't been looking good for like general well-being, you know, Discord servers and shit, you know. It takes a village, guys. Like that ass. And if it don't take a village, it takes a shitload of books and disassociation. But at least from my lens, like I guess it's hard to instill hope in people, you know, to be an optimistic person. Um, that's why it is easier to be a pessimistic person, you know. I must say, what makes me laugh the most in this day and age is irony. You know what I mean? And it's really irony because you know what I'm saying, uh, political irony. You know, the government is set up to run the country ethically. My mouse really needs to turn on before I get hot. You know, it runs the country in an ethical sense, but it also has run the country in like in a patriarchal sense. I've been reading bell hooks. I got like 35 more pages in Will to Change. But boy, if every like 16-year-old boy got a copy of Will to Change, bro. Like that's like niggas need to stop playing around, bro. We know what the deal is, bro. We know what the deal is. Do you know what I was reading my freshman year of high school, bro? Bro, I don't, nigga. This shit is not teaching me critical thinking skills, bro. And neither is exit tickets, nigga. Maybe in math class, not here, bro. But I digress, bro. Look, look. I'm probably about to cut that shit out, but look, what was I reading in what, you know? And then there's also like what also adds on to this discontent is that you see the 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 not only the cultural what is the word? I need the word, bro. I need the word. Oh my god. It's like the opposite of enlightenment. Um, because what is enlightenment, bro? Enlightenment is just like I am bigger than my emotions, right? It's really just the faculty of self control, right? You know what I'm saying? The ultimate self-reflection. You know what I'm saying? That you can only really control what you can control, bro. And you have to let go of everything else that you can't control. But at the same time, what is control? Is control me controlling my emotions, my expression of discontent through you know what I'm saying, emotions? Or is it um is it because niggas have trillions of dollars? Look, I'm gonna just start with this quote. Look, it said, in a contemporary culture that harps so persistently on the themes of individual autonomy and freedom, there will always be individuals who carry these to their ultimate conclusion. God damn. God damn. Okay, you know, I think we can end this off with this concept, right? So, existentialism is is um is just think about that he talks about this concept of the camera. Bob Solomon, he talks about this concept of the camera, right? So, you know, you have like, imagine like it's just you, the audience member. You are the subject, and then there's a camera being pointed at you. So now you're not only thinking about how you're being perceived by the camera, you're also, you know, at least in this like modern age of like streaming, you're thinking of how like people will interpret how you act, you know. Shout out to Lil Bill, the Afro pessimistic concept that like everything, you know what I'm saying, everything a person of color does is perceived relative to whiteness. I think it's changing now. It's just, and that's also a thing. Like that's also a thing. I think a lot of like uh Republicans shit that we seeing online, it's just it's like niggas always got to react to shit. You know what I mean? Because that's what conservatism is being about. It's about being a little bitch. It's about being a little bitch to the status quo because you got some prejudice in your shit. But back to the camera, right? You have a camera pointed at you. You thinking about the camera. You thinking about the audience members that may be looking at you. And it's just this internal strife of like, you know what I'm saying, how you would like yourself to be perceived, like as an authentic individual.
Or
You know what I'm
as a
saying?
fuck
This goes
nigga.
back to the identity. Yeah, and then it's just like mainstream culture is always just like, you got to just be yourself, bro. Like I was just listening to a comedy special. It's like the short nigga, short nigga talk about, you know, I said tall niggas just be like, be yourself. You know, it really is titties for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, it's like, what does it mean to be yourself? Am I myself because I have this Labubu keychain, or am I myself because of um traumatic, violent experiences? And yeah, man, like I guess to be yourself is to, you know, turn off your faculties of self-control and to just remain in your animalistic emotional state. But then that gets you nowhere. That's where niggas just start doing bullshit, you know, crimes and,
They
you
engineered
know what I'm
this. They did
saying,
it. They did it. They did it.
bullshit.
They did it. They engineered this on purpose. They did it. They did it. It was engineered. They did it on purpose. They did it. They did it.
Merc out, bro.